Welcome to POPLAW Podcast. I'm your host, Desireé, and I'm still not your attorney. Focused on education, empowerment, and entertainment, POPLAW is a podcast where pop culture, business, entertainment, and law intersect. Join me as I explore cultural hot topics from a legal perspective and discuss the impact of some of the most compelling topics and legal cases with industry experts. Today, we're talking about something every artist eventually learns. The people around you can make or break your career. You can have all the talent in the world, but if your team isn't right, your art suffers, your piece disappears, and your business can fall apart before it even starts. And who better to talk about this than someone who embodies authenticity and power in every bar? Honey Bxby. She's a rapper, singer, and creative force who's been making major noise with her EP, Raw Honey, a project that's confident, raw, and full of self-possession. We're talking about building the right team so you can focus on what matters most, the art. Tell me about your process of building that.
Well, I really didn't thank God I am one of God's favorite children ever.
Amen.
Okay? Because I was just blessed with such incredible people and I didn't have to seek them.
Yeah.
I didn't have to hunt for them. I didn't have to scrounger for them.
Yeah.
It kind of just came to me at the perfect time. Originally it was just me and K-Mac, and then eventually, we met James, and then K-Mac decided to add Milla to the team, and it's just like a powerhouse. They definitely make me and don't break me.
Yes.
And I know for a fact that I would not be as far as I am without having that solid base of a team and people who support you and care about you and believe in you as much as you believe in yourself.
Yeah,
because that's the only way it's going to work out here. It's too many of us, it's too many artists, it's too many people that want to do the same stuff, and we're all fighting for that #1 spot, but you literally can't do it by yourself. I just know how to sing. And entertain people, I don't know nothing about nothing else.
Right.
So my team is very good at that.
Well, we gonna make sure you learn the business part of it too. And we gonna do that on POPLAW. Now, before we get into the topic, Raw Honey, building the right team to protect your creative flow, we are gonna get into a couple of POPLAW confessions. So it's this or that. Say the first thing that comes to your mind. Do not
I don't want to be like Usher.
about it too hard. All right. So, raw or refined?
Raw.
Creative control or bigger bag?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
First thing that comes to your mind?
Bigger bag. I just thought about money.
Okay. Independent grind or major label support?
Okay, I'm going to say label support only because even if I wasn't signed to a major label, I am still signed to my management's label who get me right. So I do not want to be independent. No, thank you. I love where I'm at.
Okay. Publicist or lawyer, who do you call first?
I call my manager.
Okay.
I call my manager before I call anybody.
That means you have a great manager. If that is your first call, you call the manager.
Yeah, I call my manager, and then whatever he says is what I do from there.
Okay. Quiet influence or bold disruption?
Bold disruption. I like
that.
chaos.
Okay.
Yes.
Cease and desist or call them out on IG Live?
Both.
I love that. If the culture charged royalties, Oprah rich or Beyonce plus tax rich?
Isn't Oprah one of the richest women?
Yeah, but it's a duo with Beyonce. She got the influence, she the culture, she gets all races. I think Oprah has a specific audience.
Oh, you said if culture royalties. Okay. I'm taking a Beyonce.
Okay, me too.
This ain't this.
Ain't no hold 'em.
Okay.
All right, so we talked a little bit about what made you pick your team, but I want to know what inspired your EP, Raw Honey.
Me.
Okay.
I am very raw and authentic. I'm very true to myself. There's no gimmick or anything fraudulent when it comes to me, and the title Raw Honey just really embodies who I am as a person and the type of music that I make and the things that I talk about. So yeah, it's just
you.
the baby in me.
Yeah. And I love the new look, by the way.
Thank you.
I went to your show with St. John in LA. St. John is a good friend of mutual friends, and so I went and I saw you open up, and it was great. So
Thank you.
now I'm seeing you. I love the color. The new look is amazing.
Thank you. I really did it abruptly,
Okay.
but I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too.
Thank you.
It's so cute. All right, Broken Mirrors is one of my favorite songs on the EP.
Mine too.
It's giving growth and self-ownership. What was going on in your world when you were making that song? But I want to know about some of your other favorites too.
Okay, well,
Let's start with Broken Mirrors.
Yeah, that
I love that
actually
song.
is one of my top 3 on the project. Because it's very vulnerable and it's very real, and it's like not talking about love or anything else outside of like yourself. And you know, I'm just a girl and I go through a lot of stuff, especially just like mentally. I'm like always at a constant battle with myself. I'm always fighting with myself. Like I could be my biggest enemy sometimes. And I feel like people look at me and they only see like what I have going on and only see the outside. They don't see the inside. Like, you know, everything's not always peaches and cream. Yeah. Everything isn't always amazing. Like I do deal with a lot of rough shit.
Yeah.
And that was just me kind of just being like, hey, like, you know, me too.
Yeah.
Like, me too. This is how I feel when I'm not smiling all day or not trying to beat a nigga's ass. Like, I be sad, y'all. I be sad.
Well, I'm glad that you shared that because obviously with social media, we only see the pretty picture. No one's that vulnerable. And particularly when you are in a world and live like yours, you try to live that picture perfect image. So expressing it in the music and show, I'm normal too. It was amazing.
Yeah, like, girl, I'm normal too. I be depressed too, girl.
Yeah. Okay, what's your other favorite song? Because when you were talking about mine, I'm like, yeah, let me tell all these girls about my man too.
Okay, that's my man. Yeah. Oh my God. So, definitely Broken Mirrors. I love These Days.
Yeah.
These Days has actually become a new favorite of mine. Tricks for You is just so fun. It's just so vibey. And then Laying in His Bed. I feel like people didn't understand it yet. I feel like I probably just should have listened to everybody and not dropped that so early.
I like that though.
But it's like so different compared to what people are like used to and what people are learning about me, but it's still one of my favorite songs.
But it shows range and it shows you're not one note, and I love that song. I love that song.
It's so fun. I feel like if I could put my personality in a song, it'll sound like Laying in His Bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every creative hits a point when realizing who's actually for you. And that's from people like friends, management, all that. Did you have a moment in your career where that shifted when you had to like clear space and bring in the new and right people?
It's so funny. Back to God and the universe. Before everything started to settle in and I had just met K-Mac, I knew like when I met him, I was like, all right, I know my life's about to change.
Yeah.
So whatever you need to do, just do it. Just do it now. And he did. He sweeped it out. He sweeped it out before I even got to where I'm at now. And I've also just never been the type to keep a lot of people around me.
Yeah.
I've never been that type of person. My friends are the same friends that I had years ago to this day.
Right.
I keep a very tight circle. There's just like very few people that I kind of just like let go because I realized like it started to be less about friendship and love and, you know, all the regular shit that used to be, and it started to become about like Honey and not like a Jacia. And it's like, if you know me as a Jacia, you shouldn't even be worried about Honey.
Right.
So I had to clear that away. And that was like very minimal people, but I've never had to like, oh my God, I lost so many people.
Right.
No. And my best friends, they are very, very overprotective of me. So whoever I bring around, they're like, bitch.
Right.
No, thank you. I made like some new friends though that are like really good to me, but yeah, I've never been.
And now that you're a Honey, do you feel the need to make friends and family sign NDAs?
No, because if they run their mouth, I'm on that ass.
Okay.
No, I don't feel like they need to sign NDAs. Especially not my friends. My 2 best friends is the only people that like I keep in my business for real, like my personal business. Right. And when it comes to my family, I don't tell them about what I do in my separate life. Right. Like when I'm with them, it's only them. There's no Honey. Yeah. I'm home. Right. And I'm the baby.
Yeah. I love that. I love that, having the right people and trust and be able to, make sure people separate who you are and what you do.
Exactly.
Yeah. And from a legal standpoint, when artists are starting out, they often are working with who's available in team school. Luckily, that wasn't your case because the universe attracted.
Yes.
But, when it's that wrong person and, do you enter into contracts or even with people that might be right with those managers, agents, anybody else that are working on your team to protect yourself in that way?
When it comes to signing contracts, I would definitely be like very, very cautious and like really read through it. And if you don't have nobody to read it for you, read it yourself and Google, ChatGPT, all of that stuff. Mac didn't like actually even make me sign a contract when I first met him until like months later, and I was sat down and thoroughly went through the whole contract to make sure I understood everything, to make sure I was comfortable with everything. So if somebody's not doing that for you and they're just giving you a piece of paper and being like, here, sign it, then it's like, I would definitely be a little bit more cautious because anybody who cares about you and your career and, wants longevity with you and wants you to be comfortable, they are going to sit you down and be like, this is the paper, this is what's in it. We can use my lawyer, your lawyer, or random lawyer, whatever the case may be, to go through the contract with you. But I think that's how all people should do it. Like, a major label isn't going to do that, but you still sign to managers and all these other things that you do. So if the person that you're working with, like, every day, day to day, right beside you all the time, if they're not sitting down with you and going through it, don't fucking sign it.
And I love that. And that's that ownership and control and empowerment that you have, and the advice that new artists can take too, or people that's trying to start out, that you're actually reading it. So many times, me being a lawyer, people don't read it at all. Then they come to me, I'm like, well, you signed it. I don't do litigation at all.
No, and it's crazy though, because it's like, when you think about it, it's like, okay, if you dream for something all your life, right, and somebody comes to you and they're like, I'll do all of this in the third for you, and you just got to sign this paper. It's like so easy to say, I wouldn't sign it, until you're there, and it's like, oh my God, like, all I gotta do is sign this paper, and you'll give me everything I want, everything I dreamed of. So I could see why people do it and they don't think. I just think it needs to be talked about more and like highlighted a little more. Like, when you guys get those papers, don't be pressured into signing them. And you can also get a contract change. Like, if you don't like something, they can change it in there. And if they don't, that just lets you know that that's not for you, because getting out of those contracts are a lot of fucking money.
Yes, it is.
No, thank you.
And what's the biggest lesson you've learned about trust when building your team?
The biggest lessons I learned in trust with building my team. Well, I honestly don't trust people too easy when it comes to certain stuff. So, like, when it came to my team and trusting them, I already had learned the process before any of that with trusting people and knowing who to trust and knowing what, like, what characteristics that they have and the way that they move that would allow you to trust them. My manager was very big on getting me to trust him and just having that bond and that relationship, because we work together, like, and, we're really building something from zero to nothing. So that was very, very important for us. So I didn't really learn much in it, like nothing that I didn't already knew. I just knew to keep my eyes open, my ears open, observe, but also keep an open mind and don't be too closed off, because you don't want to chase nobody away, but you also don't want to let nobody in too soon. It's like, I don't know you like that.
Right. And I'm just very happy for you to have a support system that trusts you, support your vision, so you can focus on the art, because I'm looking forward to the album. And if you could tell artists one thing before signing any type of deal, whether it's management agreement, recording contract, a brand deal, what would it be?
Sit on it. I say sit on it. Think about it. Even if it's something that you really, 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 really want, sit on it, think about it, and read that motherfucking contract. I don't give a fuck if you gotta sit there for hours. Like, just read it and read it thoroughly and make sure you understand everything, because once you sign that paper, it's clipped. You're in it. It's do or die, Bed-Stuy, baby. Like, like, I don't know. Like, getting out of them contracts ain't easy. I've heard the stories. I've seen people, like, go through hell trying to get shit figured out, all due to a piece of paper that they signed that at first may have been good for them but ended up being shit.
Right.
So,
and I always say it's easier to get into a contract than out of a contract. And one thing I always tell people to, which you also mentioned, you could renegotiate. A deal that you sign year one might not be the same deal or the same needs you need year two. So check those contracts annually. Tell people more about you, Raw Honey, where they can listen, where they can find you if they want to lock in.
my name's Honey Bxby. I am a girl from Asbury Park, New Jersey, who just got here by singing and stuff. You know, follow me on Instagram at Honey Bxby and make sure you stream Raw Honey because, you know, you want to be the first one to say that you've seen me. Okay. You don't want to be the last one. Get on an app, hooch.
Honey Bxby, thank you for pulling up to POPLAW and sharing your story, your lessons, and your light. Raw Honey is streaming everywhere, and it's a reminder that authenticity hits different when your foundation is solid. To everyone listening, remember, creativity without protection is a setup. Get your contracts right, get your circle right, and don't let anyone fumble your vision. I'm Desireé Talley, and this is POPLAW, where pop culture meets law. And that's a wrap on today's episode. Follow us at POPLAW Podcast on all socials, platforms, and our website. And if you learned something or just vibe with us a little, drop a review. Until next time, protect your art, protect your name, and protect your peace.